Hello, welcome to your math lesson for Wednesday, October 28th. Today's our Friday, guys. Woohoo! Friday, Friday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Are you guys super excited about Friday? Okay, let's get right on into it. All right, you guys are completing. We need our speed drill. So your speed drill paper in front of you. This is the last speed drill on this page. It's lesson 40. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. You're gonna have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to do this speed drill. There are 6 problems. This one seems pretty easy to me. It's just multiplication. Granted, it's two 3-digit factors, but this is multiplication and then it's just division. It's short division. It's not long division. So that being said, on the multiplication problems, which are the first 3, you must show work. You must show work. There's no way to get the answer without doing your 3 partial products and adding them together. So I want to see that on your speed drill. For the 3 division problems, you do not need to show work. These are division problems that you should have in your head already. So you do not need to show work on those 3 division problems. Yes, on the 3 multiplication problems. So I'm really going to be able to see who is focusing and paying attention to the instructions that I'm giving on the videos, okay? So again, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm going to switch over to my clock screen. Here it is right there. If you don't have your paper in front of you, then just pause it, pause the video and come back to it, and just start it when you're ready, all right? So on your mark, ooh, I gotta find mine. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. All right, pencils down, time is up. I'm going to come back to us. I guess me, not us. I can't see you, unfortunately. And in front of you, you should have your workbook page now. We're done with that speed drill page. So if you wouldn't mind taking a picture of the full speed drill page, if you've been turning your stuff in and sending me the full page, okay? It's just easier to keep things together that way. So that way I can grade that one paper versus going back and finding emails for each of the different speed drill boxes. I'd really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're talking about estimating quotients. Estimating quotients. And I can already tell you, I'm going to be completely real with you. This is going to be one of your least favorite things to do. But once you get the hang of it, it will start to click a little bit more. It's not necessarily hard. It's just tedious. Do you guys remember us talking about that word tedious? That sometimes math can be tedious, meaning it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. This concept takes both of those things. So there's my fair warning in the beginning of our lesson. Let's go ahead. Like I said, you should have workbook page 73 and 74 in front of you. All right. And let's just read. Now, remember, I said estimating, that word, a couple of days ago. Estimating is just a fancy way of saying guessing. If I was estimating whether or not we're going to have snow tonight, I am guessing whether or not we're going to have snow tonight. All right. It's literally, the words are interchangeable almost. All right. So when it says estimating quotients, it means you're trying to guess the answer. All right. That's what they're telling you. Let's read the fact at the top of the page. It says to estimate a quotient is to make a judgment about what number to place in the quotient. So, for example, you're just guessing what number should be in the quotient, and then you're going to check yourself, all right? Here's the rule down below. Oh, I got something in my eye. Down below it says to estimate, to guess the quotient when a two-digit divisor ends in 1, 2, 3, or 4, divide by the first digit of the divisor. Remember, you are only estimating the quotient. You are only guessing the answer. This rule will not always work. It will not always work. However, it will get you within the ballpark of where that answer is supposed to be. Sometimes it's necessary to use trial and error, meaning sometimes it's necessary for you to try and fail and try again and fail again, all right? That's necessary in some cases, and that's okay. But what's not okay is trying and failing and then giving up, all right? You got to try again, fail again, try again. You always have to try. Get back up and try. All right, so here's what they're talking about, because that was a lot of mumbo jumbo, a lot of terminology. Sometimes it's hard to picture those things in your head when they're using those terminologies. So let's read it again. And here's my example. The example they give us on the top there is 147 divided by 21. All right, now when we are talking about two-digit divisors, now again, remember this number is a divisor. When we were talking about two-digit divisors on Monday, I think it was Monday, we said, all right, well, we're going to see if 21 can go into the first first two numbers right here. And if it does, right, you look at the 2 and you look at the 1. Now, that does not work on this situation because look at your two numbers. Does 21 go into 14? That doesn't work. So we have to do 21 into 147. So this is where guessing comes in. Now, look at your divisor because remember it said at the top, when a two-digit divisor ends in 1, 2, 3, or 4, when a two-digit divisor ends, the last number is 1, 2, 3, or 4, which yes, this one is because it ends in 1, we can divide by the first digit of the divisor. Divide by the first digit of the divisor. So I'm going to pretend like this is not here. 2. Does 2 go into 14? All right. 2 go into 14. So you see how I'm changing it? I'm saying the same thing that we did before. 2, taking that first one, does it go in to the 2 numbers? Because if I said 4, 2 doesn't go into 1, but it does go into 14. How many times does it go into 14? I'm hoping you're saying 7. So that's what we're going to guess. We're going to guess it's going to be 7. Now, it's not 2 into 14. It's 21 to 7, 147. So my 7 needs to go over here. And then we're going to try it. All right, remember, trial and error. I'm going to try it. I'm going to say 21 times 7 off to the side, and I should see your work because, guys, not one of you knows what 21 times 7 is off the top of your head. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 7 is 147. Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right. So 20, oh, yep, there we go. So we know 147 is going to go here. It's going to zero out. Our answer is going to be that estimate that we had the first time, 7. Okay, I realized, guys, that was a jumble of words. I promise you this will make more sense as we continue to practice it. Let's do another one, okay? So remember, this rule only works on divisors that end in 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's try again. So it's saying 147, same dividend, divided by, different divisor this time, 24. First thing we need to check, is the last number a 1, 2, 3, or 4? Check. Yes, that's a 4. So now I can cover that 4, and I can guess, okay, 2 goes into 14 7 times. I'm going to try that 7 again. Over 147, 24 times 7, and I just did that. Let's see if we can do it. Well, no, I did 21 times 7. So let's try this one. 4 times 7 is 28. 2, 14, 16. Well, that number is bigger than that number. So that time didn't work. But guess what? We're close. 168 and 147 are close. So now I'm just going to try one less. Trial and error. 24 times 6. Let's see where that lands us. 24, 2, 12, 14. Oh, there we go. So we know this isn't going to be a 7. This is going to be a 6. We're going to get 144. We're going to subtract it. That leaves us with 3. And then for these answers, unless it specifically says write your remainder as a fraction, you should just write the remainder. Remainder 3. Do you see how it's just guessing? You're just trying to figure out. Right now, all they're giving you is a strategy on how to get closest with your guess. So that strategy is if your divisor ends in 1, 2, 3, or 4, then take the first number and divide it into the first 2 numbers, okay? And that's going to get you within the ballpark. Now remember, like this one, it doesn't always work out because that would have been 7, and 7 was too much for 147. But from that, we were able to figure out, then maybe let's do one less, and we got our answer. All right. Now, again, remember I told you this is going to take time. It's a little tedious. I understand that. But it's something that we need to know, right? That's something that you will need to have when you are doing math throughout the grade levels and in college and in real life, right? So let's practice some more, okay? So look at 1A. 1A. The instructions just say to divide, right? So we don't have to check. Woohoo! No checks. All right, they try and make up for it, knowing that you are going to be guessing and trying to get through that process, and that takes a little bit longer. So they say 4, or I guess 37 divided by 4. Oh my gosh, this is just like normal division, right? What did you guys say? But it works all the same, right? We would look at the 4, and you'd say 37 divided by 4 is what? We know that's going to be 9. Put it over 7. 36, have 1, so it's remainder 1. All right, and I don't even have to check it, right? That was an easy one. All right, I'm going to let you guys do B, C, and D on your own because those are all ones that absolutely everyone should know. We've been doing those for a couple weeks now, right? Let's look at 1E. 1E is one of our new ones. And again, you're just dividing, but we're going to have to estimate to figure it out. So it says our divisor is 51. Our dividend is 153. All right, guys. So our divisor ends in a 1. So we can do that strategy, the 1, 2, 3, 4 strategy, right? I'm going to cover that 1 and ask myself, how many times does 5 go into 15? How many times does 5 go into 15? Well, if I was saying 5 into 15, that's going to be 3. So let's try with 3. We're going to do 51 times 3 and see what that is. We have 3. We have 100. Whoa, guys, look, woohoo! Look at how that helped us. That worked out perfectly. So we can put our 3 up here, multiply 153 because that's what we got, subtract it out, and there's our 0. There's the answer, and you don't even need to check it. All right? All right, let's do another one. Because remember, they're not always going to work out just perfectly like that. Holy cow, that would be nice if they did, but they don't. All right, so let's look at F. We're going to do F. That one isn't perfect. 366 divided by 60. All right, so going back up, it says, the rules for this, it says, one more time. If the divisor ends in 1, 2, 3, or 4, now I would use it for 0 too. I don't see why they don't just include 0. So we're going to try it. Let's see if it works, okay? So we have a 0 here. We're going to cover that up. How many times does 6 go into 36? Should be 6 times. So we're going to try it. We're going to take our full divisor, 60, times that estimate, 6, and we're going to see what we get. All right, it's not perfect, but guys, we are like real close, and we're underneath 366, so I think that's going to be our answer, right? So we're going to take that 6, put it up here, 360 minus amount. We're left with 6, so it should be 6, remainder 6. All right, G, you're going to do this one on your own. I'm going to give you a few minutes and then we're going to do them together. I want you to try on your own. I know this is a new concept. It's really building, right? Remember, we're building that wall to get really good foundation in math. So I want to encourage you guys, challenge you guys, do it now. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. See if you can get your answer and then check it when I go through, see what things you were confused about and ask questions to mom and dad, ask questions to me. Find someone to ask questions to if you didn't get it, okay? So that one was 190. Go ahead and get to work on it. 190 divided by 23. 190 divided by 23. Hundred and 90 divided by 23. All right, let's check our answers. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Pause it until you are, and then we'll go through it, all right? So 190 divided by 23. First thing, our last digit in our divisor is a 3, which is a 1, 2, or 3, or 4. So we can do that strategy that we talked about today. I'm going to cover that 3 and ask myself, how many times does 2 go into 19? 2 into 19. And I'm going to say 9, right? 2 times 9 is 18, so that's right around 19. Let's try it. So 23 times 9, figure it out. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 2 is 207. Ooh, too far. So why don't we try 8? Go down 1, see if that works for us. 3 times 8 is 24. 2, 18, plus 2 is 204. I think I did that wrong. 24, 2, 16 plus 2 is 18. I apologize. All right, so 184, there it is. Ding, ding, ding. I'm close enough, right, to know that my remainder is going to be less than 23. So I'm going to put 8 up here. I'm going to put 184 right here because we've already done the work. I'm going to minus those out. Let's see, 8, 10, 6. I'm going to erase that so it's not part of my answer. All right, so my remainder is going to be 6. 8 remainder 6. Did you guys get that? That one was a tricky one. One of those ones that didn't work out perfectly. But remember, it puts us close enough that we can decide to go up, go down, figure out what we need to do to get that right answer. All right? Now, we've done 1A, E, F, and G. You guys are going to be responsible for the rest of this page. Now, it says for number 2, divide and write the remainder as a fraction. All right? Divide and write the remainder as a fraction. For number 3, it says solve these story problems. For the back, guys, for the back it says review, solve these measurement problems, multiply and check. Ooh, keyword, check. Check, check, check. Number 6, follow the signs. You do not need to check on those. Number 7, ooh, write the name of each term. Remember, those terms, those numbers have terms associated with. What do we call the top number in a fraction? What do we call the bottom number in a fraction? Number 8 are more of those fractions of a whole number. Remember, if the numerator, I just gave you an answer for the top one for number 7. If the numerator is 1, all you need to do is take that bottom number, I'm not going to give you both answers, that bottom number of your fraction and divide it into your whole number to figure that out, all right? And number 9, divide and write the remainder as a fraction. So we're really practicing writing those remainders with fraction form. Remember, you're just going to take your remainder and you're going to put it over your divisor, all right? All right, guys, that is it for today. Go ahead and get working on that. You know what? If you have made it to the end of this video, I'm very proud of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and say you do not need to do your green problems. So go ahead and go back, cross out your green problems. So the green problems would be 1D, 2D, 4B, 5B, and I think that's it. If you see any more green problems, you can cross them off. But remember, I have the key, so if you cross one off saying, oh, it's green, and it's not green, I'm going to be able to tell because I have my colors on my key. All right? All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later.